Today you will learn to generate what is probably the most powerful creative force known to man. This is the mana force power. This amazing power works so effectively that it will carry your command to the most distant part of the planet in order to fulfill your desire. You will find, after using it, that you can make your every wish come true. The use of this power was jealously guarded by the Hawaiian kahunas for several thousand years. It was considered too potent to be given to the masses. You will be taught how to use this magic mana force power from Hawaii. You can become proficient in the use of this wonderful mana force power with just a few minutes of practice. It doesn't require long hours and days of study in order to understand how to use it. There are only 4 simple steps that take minutes to perform. That is all there is to do in order to put this powerful mana force to work for you. Before we can put mana force power to work, it is desirable to first calm the mind and body. The best way to do this is to sit quietly in a chair for a few moments. The next step is to get rid of any negative thoughts that might be plaguing the mind. Replace negative thoughts with thoughts of something peaceful and beautiful. An example of this visualization could be one of the following. 1. Imagine you are walking through a beautiful park on a warm spring day. The flowers are in bloom, the grass is green and fragrant, and the leaves on the trees are being gently rippled by a light breeze. 2. Imagine you are sitting on a little hill, overlooking the ocean. See the water birds flying over the gently swelling waves. See a little sandpiper picking away at a spot on the beach. Hear a gull calling to another gull to tell him of a discovered treasure. 3. Picture yourself sitting quietly on the bank of a mountain stream, high in some wooded mountain. Listen to the sound of the water as it flows down the stream bed, over half-buried rocks and around the branches of bushes growing at the water's edge. Smell the scent of the aromatic trees that stand in majestic silence all around you. Use whichever visualization that appeals to you, or use one of your own. This kind of visualization does a number of things that will be helpful to you in learning to use mana force power. A lovely, peaceful visualization will calm the mind and body. It will bring in positive vibrations that will dispel any lingering negative ones that you have not been able to get rid of consciously. Simple exercise to bring in the mana force power. The next step in the process of building mana force power is to build up a supply of psychic energy in your body. This psychic energy comes from the vital life force that permeates all space. It is in large quantities in the air we breathe. Since it is endowed with a form of intelligence, we can direct it with our minds. The following breathing exercise enables you to take in large quantities of the vital life force that the Hawaiian kahuna calls mana. 1. Expel all the air from the lungs. Do this by exhaling all the air that will come out. Next, using short exhaling puffs, literally push out more air. Do this until you can't get any more air out. This removes all of the old air from the lungs and makes room for a larger amount of mana. 2. Pushing the diaphragm out, fill the lower part of the lungs. Do not allow the chest to expand at this point. We want the lower part of the lungs to fill with air first. 3. Now expand the chest and fill the lungs with air. 4. Hold this air in the lungs for a very slow count of 10. 5. Exhale the air as in step 1. Repeat this exercise 3 times before going to the next step. Feel the tremendous power build. After doing the above exercise 3 times, hold the arms out in front of you, palms facing with the palms about 6 to 10 inches apart. Feel the mana force power building. Your hands will become warm and tingly, especially in the palms. Continue being aware of this building of the force field as you do the complete breathing exercise 3 more times. Be aware of the livingness of the mana you are taking into your body with the air. Your mind can contact the intelligence in the mana, which is a living life force. In this way, it can order a great deal more of the life to enter the body with the air than would normally come in. The tingly sensation that you feel in the palms of the hands is a concentrated field of energy that has been generated by the breathing exercise and the conscious awareness of the mana that you are taking into your body. This is a living, pulsing energy field, filled with dynamic power. It is just awaiting your command to tell it what you want it to do. Send the mana force to the high self. Now that you have generated your mana force power, you will send it to the high self. Mana is the energy the high self needs to fulfill the request you are going to send to it. We use nerve energy when we use our thought processes. Our high self uses mana, which is spirit or psychic energy, to do its work. Since it needs very little mana for its actual existence, when it is called upon to do something extra, it needs extra energy. This is the reason for necessity of our sending it this extra charge of mana. To send mana to the high self, we must concentrate our mana force power that we have generated. Mentally collect it into a round ball of sparkling, swirling white light. Draw this ball of light in through your solar plexus to the center of your body. Now send it up to a point about 6 feet above the head. Visualize a shaft of light traveling in your head as this takes place. This is the mana passing up through your head on its way to the high self. Tell the high self what you desire. The mana is sent to the self along with a picture and description of what you want. To do this, sit quietly and send your picture, encased in a shaft of pure energy, to a point about 6 feet above the top of the head. The shaft of pure energy is more of the mana force power you have generated and are now sending along with the picture to the high self. Now put your desire into words that will tell self exactly what you wish to have it bring you. Don't plead, just tell it what you want it to do for you. Next, thank the high self for bringing this request into fruition. When you have given the high self its instructions, you have spoken the word. Now speak your command. Pull the switch to make your desire a reality. After you have told the high self what you want, command this order to go out into the cosmic where it will be created for you. I command that this be done. It is my wish. I have spoken the word. Speak this command very forcefully. You really mean it. You will not stand for disobedience to your command. This is the attitude you must have. Remember, you are the creator. Do not feel that you are usurping God's power when you create something for yourself. God is still in his heaven. But he did give you the creative power as he gave it to all mankind. This creative power was given to you to use. This ability to create was never meant to be allowed to atrophy and die unused within you. So use your command joyfully, knowing that it is your God-given right to use it. It is done. So be it. Watch your wish come true. After you have sent your command out, say these words loudly and forcefully, it is done, so be it. I have willed it so with my full will. This signifies your acceptance before the fact. This is the message in Mark 12:24. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. This verse tells us that we must believe we have received what we ask for before it is manifested in the material world. What else can this mean except that what we ask for is created then and there in the cosmic, and it will be only a matter of time before we see the evidence in the material world. Once we realize this, we can truly say, it is done, so be it.